Trump's classified documents trial is scheduled for May. It's still hot in Greece, and Twitter is officially your ex. All that and more coming up on the headlines. Hello and welcome to the Political Voices Network. I'm Julianna Forlano. Trump's classified documents trial was scheduled for May. By that time, he could be the Republican nominee. But it's a little bit of good news because Trump wanted the trial not to happen until he was already the president. So we'll see what happens on that one. Big news from across the pond and then across the other pond, the Mediterranean. Anyway, following the lead of the right-wing takeover of the courts in America, the right wing in Israel has also moved a democratic nation one step closer to authoritarianism. In a move championed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who, like our right-wing would-be orange autocrat, is currently on trial for corruption. In a move championed by him, the Israeli parliament's right-wing majority approved a limit on their Supreme Court's power to strike down government action. So instead of destroying the court by blocking anything but right-wing ideologue judges and installing accused sexual assaulters and barely qualified religious zealot yes women, all right-wing, of course, like we did, instead of doing that like we did, they just passed legislation that limits the court's power. Now, this is interesting. Currently, the prime minister there, Benjamin Netanyahu, is being tried for corruption. He's charged with fraud, breach of trust, and accepting bribes in 3 separate scandals involving powerful media moguls and wealthy associates. So the accused liar is denying wrongdoing. Read into it what you may. How do these 2 stories tie together? Well, of course, critics are saying that Netanyahu is working hard to weaken the courts and change the judicial system as fast as possible, while at the same time delaying his trials as a way to open an escape route from his trial. Again, the man serially accused of telling untruths is dismissing those claims as untrue. So you can draw your own conclusions and do your own research, I guess. This image right here is of outside the building when they announced the basic removal of some powers of their Supreme Court and getting their nation lined up for just one step closer to authoritarianism. Outside the building where that happened, tens of thousands of citizens filled the streets. Some had already actually spent their 6th consecutive night outdoors in a protest. Members of the military are actually also pushing back. While what we're seeing here is the security forces blasting all the protesters with water cannons. So that's what's happening there. In other news, Elon Musk rebranded Twitter and is calling it X. As in, are you on X? No, I don't do X. It gave me a headache. As you can see here, he's already replaced the Bluebird logo with a big, ugly, weirdly impenetrable X. Kind of like his personality. I have to say, I think it's good that he did that. I think that force of darkness does not deserve to have the blue bird of OT, original Twitter, which was obviously a reference to birds talking to each other as they do, tweet, 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 and spreading the word to their community, etc. And he does not deserve a nice nature reference like that. He is so far from the love of nature and all that is good and holy that an X is perfect for him. Now, this leads to questions. Is it still called Twitter? People are still calling it Twitter. Or are we calling it X now? Do you still tweet there? Or what do you do there now? I would assume you excrete. That might be a good moniker for what all those right-wingers are doing all over that platform. Excretion. And also, it's hot. An associate of mine in Athens, Greece, reported that residents are grateful for the cool spell they're having today of 99 degrees. Temperatures went above 111 this weekend after a long stretch of unbearably hot triple degree temperatures. Now, while Greece is normally hot at this time of year, it's not this hot, and it is not this on fire. My colleague is reporting seeing hotels putting large chunks of ice in their swimming pools to keep the water cool. Ice that was, of course, likely made by cooling equipment that likely runs on electricity from fossil fuels, which adds to the climate emergency, making it hotter, which drives the need for more ice. And around we go. And when this stops, nobody knows. In my last story today, what is called Barbenheimer has shattered box office records this weekend. Two movies, Oppenheimer and Barbie. Which one did you see? Both of them came out this weekend, coaxing people to think in this post-COVID era that, yeah, you can go to the movies again. Together, they earned over $235 million because, and I'm speculating here, for 2/3 of the population of the US, it is too hot to be outside and the movies have AC. That is my guess about that. Stay tuned to this channel, the Political Voices Network. I'm Julianna Forlano. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you again. Thanks for watching. Hi, everybody. Julianna Forlano here for the Political Voices Network. We hope you're enjoying Political Voices and all the content we provide on the daily. Now, there are a few new programs in the wings that are going to launch just in time for election season. If you're able and would like to help us continue bringing you all this content, please help support us by clicking the join button. We're going to have some perks for members, including early video release. You get the information first. Members only chat rooms, live shows, member badges, all the good stuff and more, all coming soon. So click that join button if you can to support us. And rest assured, we will continue to bring you all the great content you have known from the Political Voices Network and more. Thanks so much. See you soon.